Hello and welcome to another session of Groundbreakers Live. I'm your host Javed Mohammed, and I'm very honored to have this Dimitri Gieles. Did I get that almost right? Dimitri is the founder and CEO of United Codes. He's an ACE director as well as an Apex developer. So Dimitri, welcome.
Yeah, it's great to be on your show.
It's not my show, but yeah, absolutely. Thank you for becoming available. So Dimitri, I'll kind of get right into it. Tell us, how did you've got a great t-shirt on there. How did you become involved with Apex?
So I was working for Oracle as a DBA, a consultant, and I love the database. And then like with the customer I was there, they wanted to present the data in the web. And then I saw like HTML-DB, this was in 2004. And I loved it from day one. And then I started more to play with it. In 2006, I started a blog with it. And like all the things that I was learning, I was just explaining like, this is what I'm learning. But yeah, like I never stopped. So for my passion, like the database was my passion, the Oracle database. Then I saw Apex or HTML-DB at the time. That became my passion. And I decided I only want to do this, the database in Apex. So I started my own company together with a colleague, and like I never stopped. So
excellent. And what do you think makes Apex so unique?
Because for me, it's the fastest way to bring your data alive on the web, or to do like data entry, or just to work with data on the web. There's nothing that beats Apex. So,
okay.
And also like it's a low code platform, right? Like, so, and this has a lot of buzz now, but like it has been like this for years, and only people realize this, how cool Apex is now. So.
So as you worked with it for such a long time, you probably figured out a lot of best practices, and I know you probably can't list all of them, but can you share with us a couple as you go into and work on projects? What are some of those best practices?
Yeah, so as Apex lives in the database, I find the data model the most important. So start with your foundation, make that the best possible, and then you build up your house. But you need a good foundation. So all the logic, make sure that your tables are relational, you have foreign keys, primary keys, and then you have something in the database for your business logic, like you use packages, and then you build on top of this your Apex application. And Apex, I try to stay as close as possible to Apex. Like Apex is really fast. If your database model is really well, it can generate a lot of things for you. And then like make sure that you and your colleagues work in the same way. So it's very easy to understand each other's code. But if you stick to core Apex, then that becomes very easy. If you need to go outside the box, then use some plugins. And like, yeah. So those are like foundation is most important. And then try to stick with core Apex as much as possible. And if you need to go outside, use plugins. This is what I would say in like a minute.
Okay, excellent. And are there any things that you would say are no-nos, things to avoid?
Things to avoid, like if you need to create like a mobile platform, or you need to have like a lot of processes, and like maybe Apex isn't the best fit to do that. But like pitfalls, like if you don't know the building blocks of Apex, maybe this was another tip. So start with what is Apex built out of, like PL SQL, the Oracle database, PL SQL, HTML, CSS, JavaScript. If you know all those technologies, you can do a lot more with Apex. And you don't make those mistakes, like if you introduce SQL injection, for example, that's a bad thing to do. So focus on security, focus on performance, but this is mostly like writing good SQL.
Okay. So over time, I'm sure you worked on a lot of projects, and I know it's always a hard thing. And obviously, I see you're really passionate about Apex. Is there like one project you feel like you're really proud of, and perhaps you could share?
So a project where we just use Apex, or a project where it's a combination of Apex and something else.
I'll leave it to you.
So like, I'm really proud of the products that we bring to Apex.
Mm-hmm.
And so here, for example, you see AOP. This is one, to have your print engine for Apex. That's one thing I'm really, where we bring extra value to Apex. Another thing is like Apex Project I. It's to show insight into your Apex application, and it's completely built with Apex. So I'm really proud of those things. Like, I can only give one. So this is where my passion is, right? Like, it's your own product which you bring to the market, and it's built with Apex and combines with Apex. This is where my real passion is. If I can do something for people, this is typically where I enjoy a lot of my time, and I enjoy my work as well. Like, I built a system for occupational therapists in Belgium. And like, it's really to help other people to have a great living, or to help people to survive in the world. Or so, like, those kind of projects I like as well. But like, having our product and then giving tools to people and to empower people to do great things, yeah, that's really nice.
Okay, wonderful.
I'm sorry, it's a longer
Oh,
answer.
absolutely. But thank you so much for not only sharing your passion, but keep the fire burning. And yeah, thank you so much for giving us your time, and yeah, wishing you the best.
Thank you. All the best to you too.